Hey, in this screencast, I'm going to teach you how to change a variable based upon the width of the screen. Because shrink the screen down to a typical mobile width, the items become too wide for the screen. So we need to rearrange on our grid. We want them to rather appear on top of each other, so stacked downwards. And to do that, you have to learn a little bit about CSS grid as well, because I've pulled in the grid styling, which is the styling for the grid. And I actually have a full CSS grid course, which I've linked to in the About section in this screencast, so be sure to check that one out as well. And if you haven't seen CSS grid before, it's pretty straightforward, but what we're saying here is that our element with the class of grid, which is the grid here, which wraps these 4 items. Let's do like this. So this one here is getting a display of grid. And we're defining the columns here. We're saying that we want 2 columns, each being 200 pixels wide. So these 2 columns are 200 pixels wide each. And grid auto rows means that the rows will be 140 pixels tall. So we're setting that here. And grid gap sets the gap in between the items. And justify content center basically centers the content. So check out my grid course if you think this is hard, but you don't really need to understand this. All you need to understand is this line here, which is saying that we want 2 columns, each being 200 pixels wide, because that's what we need to change with our media query, meaning that we need to extract this out in a variable. And I actually like to declare my variables at the top. So have it like this. Variable declarations, and then have the styles here so that we separate the 2. And here we'll do grid and paste in grid template columns, but we'll change this to columns. And then when we're using that value, we just have to do var -- columns like that. So this should be pretty straightforward for you by now. We're declaring a variable and we're using it. Now let's change it when the width of the screen becomes less than 450 pixels. Media, all, and max width of 450px. And you might be fooled to think that you could just do like this, columns 200px, as that's the change we want. We want to remove one of the columns. Here we have 2 columns, each being 200 pixels. You want to reduce that to 1, which basically results in the items stacking on top of each other. However, we can't just change it here. We have to wrap it in the scope in which we defined it. The grid, like that. Here. So at the width, which is below 450px, we're going to change the columns variable inside of grid to 200px instead of 200px, 200px. Let's try that. We'll narrow the screen and boom, as you can see, now they're stacked on top of each other. And this isn't something that you could have done with less or Sass variables, as they have no information of what's going on in the DOM. They're already transpiled down to regular CSS. However, as these CSS variables live in the DOM, they have access to this, and you can change them based upon, for example, screen resize or screen size in general. Now what I want you to do is also change the background, the beige color, when the screen is less than 450px. So jump into the code and try to do that. And when you come back, I'll show you how to do it as well. Okay, so hopefully you managed to do the task, changing the beige color. And to do that, you have to refer to the root again and do beige, and then give it a new value. Let's copy this and paste it in and change it a little bit. Run the code. And then when we shrink on the page, boom, you can see that the background also changed. Okay, that was it. I'll see you in the next screencast.